Take one, stress video. We'll see if we can get it in one take.
Hi, I'm Dr. Amy Beard of amybeardmd.com. And I want to take a few minutes to talk about something that is very important when it comes to addressing chronic health issues. And I think this is an area that people often underestimate the impacts in their life and on their health, and that is stress. Stress comes in many different forms. There's many different causes, but until you at least recognize that it is playing a part in your health, you're really not going to ever overcome a lot of your chronic issues. So when we see patients, this is usually always rated as one of their top issues. Almost always. Rarely do we see a patient who is not stressed, or at least doesn't interpret that they have a lot of stress. And so stress can be from the obvious emotional, whether it is having to deal with difficult family members, can't help that sometimes, a stressful work environment, things that come up in life, whether it's the death of a family member or someone close, a divorce, a new puppy, that can be stressful too. And so there's also the big one, overscheduling. I see patients do this a lot where they just can't say no, and they are burning the candle at both ends, trying to be all to everybody, and they're never taking any time to just do nothing, but they always have a schedule that is jam-packed. Another form of stress that we commonly see is over-exercising, and this one I think gets overlooked a lot of times. Exercising is a stress on the body, and your body needs some stress. A little stress is good, too much not good. And a lot of people will over-exercise to lose weight or tone up or things like that, and it's just really backfiring on them. Because if you're over-exercising while you are dealing with something very emotional in your life, having difficult times with a family or work situation, you've overscheduled yourself, you're not sleeping. Over-exercising is the worst thing that you could possibly do. And so also we see poor sleep in our patients, which is really could be an effect of stress, and then poor sleep can cause some stress because of something here called cortisol. Whenever your body is stressed, whether through not sleeping well, over-exercising, burning the candle at both ends, trying to be all to everybody, trying to constantly get a very unrealistic list of things done while you're going through something very difficult at home or work, cortisol levels are going to go up. And this is one of those fight or flight hormones produced by your adrenal gland. And like I said, you need some, it's good, but too much is not good. And it is going to have many negative impacts on your health. That's why I'm talking about it, okay? It's important. One of the things cortisol likes to do, or excessive amounts of it, is it likes to cause immune dysfunction. People who are chronically stressed for whatever reason get sick more often. And that's because of the impacts of cortisol on your immune system. Also, it causes poor detox abilities. We encounter toxins and chemicals and things all day long. And so we have to be able to get rid of those things through multiple detox pathways in our liver and our GI system and throughout our body. And we don't do that very well when we're stressed and producing lots of cortisol. And this can produce a lot of different symptoms in people. Also, cortisol can cause nutrient deficiencies. Whenever your adrenal glands are having to produce a lot of cortisol, it really burns through a lot of different nutrients, particularly your B vitamins, vitamin C and magnesium. Those things are used up really quickly. And so we often find patients who are under a lot of stress with those particular nutrient deficiencies and many more, because excessive cortisol also causes GI dysfunction. It will slow down the motility of your GI tract, and it also decreases the amount of enzymes that are produced and alters the way that they work. So you have a lot of bad digestion going on, inflammation in the GI tract, which often can lead to leaky gut, and then that can cause more nutrient deficiencies and systemic inflammation. Again, immune dysfunction. Excessive cortisol can also cause hormonal imbalances because of the way that it affects the production, the transport, and the cell signaling for these hormones. A lot of these hormones are detoxed via the liver, so if this is not working right, your hormones are going to be out of balance. Another thing that cortisol likes to impact is thyroid function. Big one. In fact, this is really apparent in a lot of our patients, is during times of stress, their thyroid goes haywire. Their antibodies will increase, and the need for thyroid medication will increase. So it really likes to do a number on the way that your thyroid hormones work in the body. And these are just, a few of the things that cortisol will impact. And I don't think a lot of you really appreciate this about stress. So until you deal with this, you will always have these problems. So lots of times patients will come to us just wanting to work on diet. If they can fix their diet, that's all they need, they can go on. But unless you deal with the stress, I don't care how well you eat, you're still going to have problems. So I hope you will now appreciate the effects of stress, and you'll work on managing that better. And if you can't seem to do that on your own, we can help you.